Nope, that mic is still dead. And I have it turned up everywhere. We're fucked.
Tough shit.
Yep, we're fucked. Oh, well. We'll get back to that in a minute. It is your classic metal show. That was Zach Wild, Black Label Society. Big shock. No more tears. And I guess there's no more tears after that segment because we were crying over here looking at that diaper shit. Turn your mic on there, sweetheart. There we go. I am going to make a phone call because while we were talking about shit porn and massacration, Neely's been trying to text me, and I have been paying no attention. So let's get Neely. It is his show. I should let him come on, I would think. Don't you think?
I think you should.
Yeah, so let me call Mr. Nelly up here. Ring, ring.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a.
Shit porn central.
Were you guys taking our recommendations and looking up the diaper porn?
Well, we actually looked up the Metal MILF. It looked like a cross between Spinal Tap and Manowar.
Nice. Yeah, they're quite the band, aren't they?
And they are. They are. I couldn't tell exactly what I was watching there, but I was just trying to follow along like the rest of the fans.
Right. Well, you're obviously different than the rest of the fans. You're a as I drop shit all over the place. You're a much bigger star than them because you're Neely from the Classic Metal Show.
Big star.
Well, you're out there at NAMM and everybody's seeing you and they're like, "Holy fuck, look who it is! It's Neely."
Yeah, absolutely.
So how goes it out there, my friend?
Well, I'm going to jump on a plane here in about 6 hours and head home, but it's been a lot of fun.
Okay.
NAMM is a lot of fun. I mean, if you get into meeting people and seeing people that you're familiar with, it's a lot of fun. And I have the ultimate tour guide through NAMM with the great Bob Nalbandian leading the way. But he and I are across the driveway from the Hilton Hotel right now because it's quieter over here because they've got the ultimate jam night happening over there.
Okay.
And there's like 100 people performing at this thing. It's ridiculous.
Jesus. Who all? Anybody of note?
Well, it's like Carmine Appice, George Lynch, our good friend Sean McNabb, Randy Jackson from Zebra, just a ton of 80s guys.
Right.
They're all Jack Russell, the guys from Hurricane.
Okay.
Just everybody and anybody who played in the 80s is like jamming at this thing.
Is there anybody from the modern era that's at NAMM or no?
No, not at all.
All right.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But I was trying to read the people who are performing at this thing and see if I run down a few here. I can keep this Facebook thing open. We got Carmine, we've got George Lynch, we got Mike Portnoy, Doug Aldridge, Doug Pinnick, Frankie Benally, Derek St. Holmes, Alex Skolnick, Chuck Wright, Randy Jackson. Those are just to name a few, but the list goes on and on and on. So they're all performing at one big ultimate jam night.
So Don's not out there performing again?
No, he's back in Santa Fe.
Yeah, I hear you. So what did he do? Did he jump on a plane and just go straight home?
Yeah, he did.
Jeez.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, NAMM, the big days are wrapping up here Friday and Saturday. And,
okay.
Bob and I were tooling around today, and we ran into the Duncan boys.
Okay.
Hung out with them a little bit, and we ran into Joe Floyd, and yesterday we ran into Roy Z, producer Roy Z, and he was not feeling any pain at all.
Nice.
Yeah, he was having definitely a good time, and you just see a cavalcade of stars up here. I ran into Phil Sassoon and
who? Phil Sassoon? Who's that?
Phil Sassoon, the bassist from Ozzy.
Oh, no, that's not his name. Susan. SOUSSAN or something like that. Sassoon.
Yeah.
I was thinking you're talking about a hairstylist or some shit.
No, not at all.
All right.
And, we were just run into all kinds of people along the way. Brad Gillis, ran into him. Bobby Blotzer, I talked to him.
Now, what did the Blots have to say since he genuinely hates us?
Well, the funny thing is that he was really, really talkative. He was, I said, well, it's good to see you're on your feet and upright, because he's had some back surgeries in the last year or so. And so he started in with the whole, telling me about the back surgeries and, how it's kind of sidelined him, and he hasn't been able to play golf, and he hasn't been able to play drums. And, he's trying to wrap up the final details of this, lawsuit with Rat, and he wants to get out there and play. And, he was very cordial, and he wasn't, he didn't have any negative things to say at all.
Nothing like, oh, you're that guy from that show. Fuck you.
No, not at all. Not at all. And then Wednesday, when I had gotten out here, Bob was very much involved with the whole Heavy Metal Hall of Fame induction, which included Don and Jeff Tate from Queensryche and Joe Satriani and our good friend Stephen Piercy and a bunch of who's who were at that thing.
Right.
And Steve Vai was there, and the guys from Metal Church were there.
Wow.
And it was a pretty cool thing. But the bad thing about it is that apparently Jeff Tate, he had somewhere to be, and they were screening the new Inside Metal, and they cut it off after, I think it was only about 40 or 45 minutes.
Well, that ain't no good.
Just in the middle of it, they just cut it off.
So they didn't get a chance to see me.
No, we did not see you. I think there might have been a segment or two with me in there. I did not see that at all either. That just got cut short.
Tell Nalbandian I'm boycotting his fucking movie.
Well, you could tell Bob yourself, because he's sitting right here with me.
All right.
But we were going to call from the Hilton, but it's so goddamn loud over there. And, we were going to see if we could grab some people, but it's just like, if we even try, because it's just a madhouse.
Yeah, and they're probably all hammered anyway, so.
Exactly. So we hung out at the Hilton bar last night for quite a while, and Bob and I were treated to a very nice dinner at Morton's Steakhouse.
Nice.
I think I woke up this morning still tasting it.
Nice.
But I'll let Bob tell you a little bit more about it. So here's the great Bob Nalbandian.
All right.
What's up, Mr. Aiken?
If I would have flown all the way to L.A. and I didn't get to see myself on the big screen, I would have been beating some Armenian ass.
Yeah, Pat Giswaldo, he apologized profusely for it. And, these things are always so poorly organized as far as setting the times and getting it straight. And, I was saying, hey, because the red carpet thing was going on. And just going on forever. I said, "Look, let me know when you want me to get the movie going. I could, get on the microphone and get people in the main room, you know, to get seated." And he's like, "Oh no, everything's cool. Everything, just let people settle us." I said, "I'm like, all right, whatever. The later, the better." And then apparently, from what I found out, I don't know if it's Jeff Tate. He had to leave early or something, or he wanted to get get things on the road. So they ended up cutting the movie. But it was still all good, because we said, I obviously, it was a rough edit that we had, and we were only screening part one, and we just said, we're going to give a taste of the movie, a sneak peek, so to speak. So, whatever. It was all good. They played a good portion. People loved it. So, and the award show was great. So, everything worked out pretty well apart from that.
Well, I'm dying to see it just because my huge ego needs to be fed by seeing me on a DVD. So get to it, man. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, well, you had at least 2 or 3 quotes in just that part one alone. But
all right.
now we're going to finish it up. Now that this is done, we're going to get that priority now is to get the final edit done for both part 1 and part 2 and get it screened in the Bay Area. So I will definitely keep you posted. As soon as I get back home, we're going to try to reserve some theaters in the San Francisco area. And you'll be the first to know, Mr. Aiken.
Very cool. I'm going to buy my waders so that I can walk through the shit-stained streets of San Francisco.
Well, you will need them.
Yeah. Is it really that bad there?
Parts of the city in San Francisco, yes, I can tell you firsthand. You go down certain areas, the Tenderloin, or certain areas around Mission. Yeah, it's not an exaggeration, put it that way.
You know, Salinas and San Jose have movie theaters, Bob. Just letting you know. Don't have.
Yeah, we might. You know, there's another one where Y&T did a great one in Campbell. I went to their premiere, and I'm featured in their documentary, which I was very honored about. And it was a cool theater with, they served alcohol and served food and all that. Nice. But I don't know how much that would be. But sometimes with those theaters, they make the money off the alcohol and the food, so it's not really that much more expensive to rent out. But it was a beautiful theater. So there's places like that. But I'm just thinking. Logically to, we'll see. Yeah. I know the Roxy, they've done a lot of different screenings, and a lot of people are familiar with that, Roxy Theater in Santa. But we'll see. But, I'm going to have to start pricing things out as soon as I get back.
I hear you. So how is NAMM been, man? Is it? I can't imagine why you even go anymore, dude. You know all these guys. You can just pick up your fucking phone and call them. Why do you go?
Well, I mean, probably if we're into the screening, I probably wouldn't have. I mean, usually we go for the hangout. Toby was only with us for Thursday, and then he had, family matters this whole weekend he had to deal with. And I knew Neeley was coming down, so, I was in town anyway. And, last night we had a great dinner. Jonas Auckland took us out to dinner at Morton's, and then we went back to the Hilton after and hung out and partied. And so, it's always a cool hang, to do that, even though it's.
Now, Bob, how is it that you're friends with Jonas Auckland, a fucking famous producer from Sweden? How does that work?
I know all the Swedes, dude. Actually, I knew him pretty much through Toby, but he came out to our first screening, and he's a huge metalhead, for one, and he just loved the inside metal movies, and ever since the Pioneers, he's come out to every screening and hung out, and we've just, every time he's in town, he lives between Sweden and LA, we hang out, and Neeley and I went out to dinner with him, him and his friend Nicholas, and he's like a real close friend of mine now, so it's nice. Just a great dude. He's just a total fucking metalhead.
He's a metalhead, but he doesn't make his money solely from metal, though, right? Didn't he do, like, Madonna or something?
Dude, he does all that shit. Madonna, Lady Gaga, Beyonce. He does all their videos. He's done the videos for the Rolling Stones, fucking Paul McCartney, U2, fucking everyone you could fucking think of. He's done Metallica, obviously. He did a bunch of Ozzy videos. He did the last Ozzy video. He's done 3 or 4 Metallica videos. He's done Rammstein. He just did a Rammstein concert. But the funny thing with all those pop things he's done a bunch of movies. Obviously, Lords of Chaos, that movie Spun, Small Apartments. He did Polar, which is on Netflix. He's working on a new Netflix series, and Polar 2. But most of his money he gets, like those videos, even by those big pop artists, are peanuts compared to the commercials that he does.
Who's he do
That's
commercials?
Like his big brand, but
he does what? Like TV
everyone,
commercials?
All the major car companies, fashion companies, perfume companies, all that stuff. You see half that shit on TV. He directed most of those.
I'm in the wrong business, man.
Yeah, apparently.
Jesus.
I think we all are. But no, it was good. So that was what we pretty much did last night, and Friday, we hung out we only hung out a few hours out on the floor, maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
And then today, we did that, and we had tickets for Black Label Society. I know you just played them earlier, and they're playing right up the street, but we're not going to that. They got that big jam he told you about with like 100 people right at the Hilton Hotel. But the shows are always kind of a clusterfuck or whatnot. But after you spend all day hanging out, you're pretty beaten.
Right.
We just had a good dinner, so we're just chilling now.
That's cool.
Probably going to call it a night.
Look at you guys. It's 8:30 there. Call it a night. How old are you?
I don't know. It depends on Neeley. We'll see.
It shouldn't have bet on him either. He should be willing to go until he has to get on the plane.
Well, he's still disappointed that the Metal MILFs aren't playing. So that was his band he wanted to see. We just checked out some of their videos, and
you like them,
Metal
huh?
MILFs ain't playing. I'm out of here.
You like that band, don't you, Bob?
So who the fuck found this band? Where the fuck do you find this shit?
Dude,
Chris?
someone sent it to me.
Christ.
Somebody sent it to me and said these guys want to be on the show. So I was like, okay, we'll play them. We'll play the Massacration, as they're called, Metal MILF. Oof.
Yeah. Well, Neeley met a lot of cool people out here, a lot of CMS fans out here. He did a couple interviews.
Yeah.
And so it was definitely good for Neeley, good for me. The award show itself was a lot of fun. They did a lot of different jams and stuff up there. Dawkins came out, did a jam, and Satriani and Steve Vai and Chris Poland and Jeff Tate came out and did a jam, and all different stuff. But yeah, it was all cool.
Well,
let me get you back to Mr. Neeley here.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, there you go. There's an update as to what happened here.
There it is. So you're actually going to go to bed?
No, we're just hanging out here at the hotel.
Bob made it sound like you were going to bed. Like he said,
no,
we're going to call it a night.
I'm not even at my hotel. We're right out here by the convention center.
I was going to say, I told Bob you should be out partying until it's time to get on the plane. You sleep all day tomorrow.
No, we just finished dinner. We just wanted to call in before we went over to the jam thing.
Okay.
Because it's pretty loud over there, so there's no way I would be able to hear you or vice versa.
Well, it sounds like you're having fun, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, that's good, man. Well, hey, go party some more. Go have a drink or three. And
well, it can't compare to Metal MILFs or Dirty Diapers or Lactating Bitches or anything like that. So,
hey, when Daddy's away, the kids are going to play.
Exactly.
I couldn't do dirty diaper porn when you're here.
Exactly.
All right, man. Well, go and have some fun, man. You're out of Chicago for a minute. Go have some fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to be flying into 16-degree weather from 65-degree weather right now. So
yeah, it's a real bag of shit here too. Fucking terrible.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
Well, at least you got away from it for a couple days.
I did.
So, well, all
right, guys, carry on. Go enjoy. Have fun.
All right, brother. See you later.
I'll be back next week.
All right, man. See ya.
All right, see ya.
All right, bye.
All right.
Well, there you have it. There was Neeley checking in from NAMM.
Couldn't hear him.
You couldn't hear him?
Mm-mm.
I would have turned it up.
You would have turned it up?
I would have.